Korean Wave or Hallyu refers to the Korean culture and entertainment conquering the world with their music, dramas, and fashion. Korea's culture first dominated the Philippines with their remarkable Korean dramas like Full House. With all the modernizations the Philippines had, plus the cultural invasions that we are going through, how do we preserve our nationalism? Does Korea's cultural invasion affect our love for our country?
The Korean wave has been influencing and dominating the world, especially the millennials. But here in the Philippines, the Filipino fans are so engrossed, almost obsessed with the Korean culture and their celebrities. But how can this affect their patriotism? How can this affect their own love for their own country and their own culture? Today, we're going to talk about the Korean wave in the Pearl of the Orient Seas.
Joy, 21, and a psychology student. Giselle finds K-pop weird at first.
Actually, at first, hindi ko naman talaga siya gusto. Pag pinapakinggan nga nila sabi ko, ano ba yan? Ano ba yung K-pop na yan?
But when she got hooked, she doesn't consider it as a big shift from being an otaku to being a K-pop fan. When asked if there were changes that K-pop made in her life,
Personally, I think I appreciate myself more. Especially when I was in high school. I really felt insecure.
Giselle doesn't see anything wrong with being a fan. It was a pastime and a stress reliever. She also made sure to put her studies first. She also doesn't mind the people who judge her for her music taste because it is something that she enjoys.
안녕하세요. 저는 안뜰입니다.
Antoinette Saavedra, 17, an AB Communication student. Antoinette started being a fan when she was on her 4th grade.
When I was younger than my status right now, I hear a song on the radio with tune of sorry like that. Then I became curious. One of my classmates suddenly snapped at me and I know that thing. Sabi ko, what is that? It's a K-pop boy group called Super Junior. So when I went back home after class, I go to the nearest computer shop and log into YouTube and search for it.
She said that her opinion changed on K-pop after becoming one. She never thought that the Korean culture would interest and influence her this much. She sees nothing wrong on being a fan as long as one still has their limits. Chris Anyon, 48, an entrepreneur and a proud K-pop fan. It is very rare to have a business that you actually enjoy. Chris, at the age of 48, proudly shares she's a fan of K-pop and how it helped her to become successful. Chris also stated that she was already a fan before starting her business. Chris is thankful because if it weren't for her love of K-pop, she wouldn't be this successful. She opened an online shop and now she is also sponsoring some K-pop events. She also doesn't think being a Korean fan affects Filipinos' nationalism. This is what Chris has to say to those who would like to come up on a business like hers.
What influenced this fondness?
I started watching Korean dramas since 2011, so that's where it started.
So, did your opinion change on K-pop after becoming one?
Yes. Kasi dati, parang hindi ko na-appreciate yung mga Korean songs. Kasi madami rin akong mga classmates na mahilig na din sa K-pop noon. Pero nung nag-start ako maging fan, parang hindi ko na inaalala kung naiintindihan ko ba yung song or hindi. Kasi ang importante dun is kung paano mo na-feel yung music.
Genji thinks that the bashing and the hate that the Korean music is getting is fine and she doesn't mind it. Aside from its music and fashion, Korea has also been dominating the hearts of the Filipinos through its remarkable Korean dramas.
의사면 남친 없겠네요. 바빠서.
군인이면 여친 없겠네요. 빡세서?
대답은 누가 할까? 방법이 없진 않죠.
Favorite ko talagang Descendants of the Sun dahil bukod sa napakagwapo na ni Song Joong Ki, na ang ganda na ng OST, na ipapakita niya sa amin, especially kaming mga medical students, kung paano i-handle ang mga situation lalo na pag may calamities. Pinakita talaga siya ni Dr. Kang, kaya relate talaga kami.
Sweet-sweet ng song-song ko! Sobrang ganda, sobrang ganda. Super kilig, yun.
Ang masasabi ko sa Descendants of the Sun, super ganda, tapos, life-changing siya. Ayoko na sa boyfriend ko dahil kay Junkie.
Love you, Dr. Kang. Ganda mo at saka gusto mong manawarin ng Descendants of the Sun tuwing gabi.
하지만 난 말야 너의 밖에선 살 수 없어 내게 너 하나로 물
눈 감는다.
알잖아 난 말야 너의 밖에선 살 수 없어 내겐 너 하나로는 시간만이
Sa dots, kasi para sa akin, mas cute yung couple, si Taeyong tsaka si Myungju. Sobrang cute nila, sobrang bagay sila. Tapos nakakakilig kasi yung may mga part doon na yung nag-aaway-away silang mga couple. Yun, parang ang cute, parang ang natural lang ng acting nila. Ayun.
Yung Descendants of the Sun, kasi sobrang ang ganda talaga. As in, nakakakilig siya. As in, pag pinanood nyo, grabe. Ako naman nagustuhan ko yung story kasi kahit paulit-ulit na, alam mo yun, yung nakakasawa. Kasi napanood ko na yung series doon yun. Ang cute pa ng mga guys doon.
Tapos yung drama, sa mga fucking very unique siya from the other drama na pinalabas naman. Talaga meron silang different story na meron talaga kaabang-abang.
Totoo.
The Korean wave has been playing a huge role to its fans' lives. But how far can this obsession get? Would they rather become a Korean than to stay as a Filipino?
I will definitely stay as a Filipino.
My answer is yes.
Korean.
For me, hindi.
Ang pipiliin ko pa rin yung pagiging buhay.
Kasi bilhin ko pa rin siya kung maging You're different eh. Hindi naman dahil bias ako dahil Pilipino ako, pero parang pag compare mo sa ibang culture, there's something different sa mga Pilipino. Pero kaya yung family life, yung closeness, yung the way we accept people, di ba parang different siya eh.
I want to try to be Korean. I want to experience their culture, their language. I want to talk like them. I want to be like one of them. It's interesting.
Kasi mas maraming perks yung pagiging Korean and I think maganda rin talaga sa bansa nila. So,
Kasi, kasi ba, yung K-pop, parang experience ko na, oh,
Filipino pa rin kasi dito ako lumaki. Ito naman talaga yung nationality ko. Parang ayun nga, kagaya rin nila, parang na-inspire lang rin ako sa kanila, parang mahama ko sa mga talents nila. So, Filipino pa rin.
Ano lang naman passion lang naman yung kinukuha natin. Hindi lang kami umuhugot, pero yung damdamin natin, nasa pagiging Pilipino. Hindi porque parang araw-araw umiikot yung mundo namin sa pagiging K-popper or sa Korean band. Hindi ibig sabihin doon na gusto na namin maging Korean. Naiiwan na namin yung maging makabayan natin ng sarili.
So first, we need to recognize that K-pop culture is present in the Philippines. And second, ang gusto natin malaman is ano yung impact niya sa nationalism at identity ng mga Pilipino. Of course, we need to recognize that K-pop is a part of the influence ng globalization. And when we say globalization, yung mga barriers, yung mga walls ng mga bansa, binaba nila. So ngayon, nagkakaroon ng exchange of goods, exchange of supply, exchange of service, exchange of people. So part of the globalization is exchange of culture. So itong K-pop, yung mga kanta nila, yung mga culture nila, yung mga songs nila, di ba? Yung mga pananalita nila, they influence yung Pilipino. So ngayon mga kabataan, through globalization, they were intrigued, they were curious yung culture ng Korea. Okay? So, ang tanong ngayon is that good or is that bad? So, of course, parehas may good and parehas may bad. So, the good thing is, that's part of globalization. Siyempre sabi natin, there's only one thing that is permanent in this world and that is change. So, kung gusto ng mga Pilipino i-adapt yung culture ng Korea, well, edi, bakit natin sila pipigilan? It is their preference. Can we stop them from choosing their preference than their gender preference? No. So in relation to that, do sa sa kagustuhan ng mga kabataan na maging parang Korean, to look like a Korean, speak like a Korean, okay, sing like a Korean, di choice nila yan. Okay, so that's part of change.
One thing that we can notice is that Filipinos really patronize other cultures, and with the Korean culture, basically they offer something new. So, for example, they have fashion, they have quirky is the term for their hairstyle, and they have something new for us in the music scene. And I think Filipinos, one factor is that Filipinos views their culture or view our culture as something that is lesser compared to other cultures. So when the culture comes here, we basically entertain other cultures compared to us. And aside from that, we always are something like hospitable, and that hospitality extends from our personality into entertaining other systems such as the culture of Korea as well. So I think that's one factor. So the thing that probably you should ask is, why is it more prominent today? So it's like much more obvious compared to before, because I think internet, we are all connected, so it's more obvious, and internet is so powerful, and the internet consumers are basically the younger generation. So it's like people think that we are much into Korean culture nowadays because of this power brought by internet from the users, which are basically millennials.
We could be a fan of other nations' culture while still loving our own. Some may prefer to be born with different nationality, but maybe because we're slowly losing our own identity as Filipinos. We are slowly losing interest to our own culture, causing Korea's to enhance and ours to slowly face its downfall, and at the same time, we also slowly lose our nationalism. But what helps our own culture survive with all these invasions was those people who still has faith and love to our own. That although they obsess over Korea's culture, they still choose their own nation.
This is how you properly broadcast. You start, you tell. Yes! Why not?
What is this?
Just short word.
Bebop.
Bebop. All that means.
What is this?
Bebop.
What does it say?
Yakpo.
Yakpo.
Surgical or
Snake?
snake?
Snake. Sorry. Chocolate. This. Chocolate.
Ay, yung sa labas. Kuya, nakapagpigil ni Kuya. Patay, bubog na naman. Kuya. Ay, yung nagbili mo sa labas.
Ay, tubig, tubig, tubig!
What made this spicy? Salty? This one? Ah, it's salty. Oh my gosh.
Hala, sorry. Kaya.
Katawin. Hindi ako titigil.
Nang ate ko yan. Magdala isang sako.
Nang ate ko yan.
Magdala isang sako.
Ito po.
But here in the Philippines, the Filipino fans are so engrossed influencing and dominating the world, especially the millennials. But they're celebrities. How can this affect their love for their own culture? But the question is...
Wait. Hindi pala nakafocus.